Cool. All right. Welcome to the end of the. This is your final project. It's the last thing we're doing in this class. If you are completely not wanting to read a poem in front of the class, that is okay. That is okay. I'm not going to pressure you or force you, but I am inviting each of you to open up. This has been a year-long class for some of you, a semester long for some of you, and this has been a time when we are learning how to open. We are learning how to allow things to come in. We are learning how to allow things to come out. Right? The opposite of you smelt that? The opposite of depression is expression. So I invite you to express yourself today. You're in a safe place. Anybody makes fun of you, they suck. Yeah. And that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But what we're going to do, I am going to trust the process. We're going to who is it that's coming up first? All right. Come on up. Remember, guys, say your name, say the name of your poem. And then when you're done, hey, what's cooler than being cool? Okay. What do we give when a poet is reading? Attention. Together. Yes, that means you watch the poet, you hear the poet, you put away your phones. Okay? When the poet is reading, everything needs to be focused on that poet because there might be something for you there. And there's definitely something to give to them. When you give them attention and you give them that love, it allows them to feel safe and comfortable. And that's what we're here to do. Okay? Safety is the place where healing begins. All right? So you guys ready to get into it? Yeah. Yes! Yeah. Yes. Ouch. Let's do it. Come on up.
Aren't you recording?
What's happening?
Aren't you going to record when I thought? Oh, it is. Just say it now. Don't crush it. Okay, I won't. People come.
Give it up to the poet.
Okay. People come, people go. That's life.
After you read your poem, pick the next person.
Okay. Hello, my name is Rainbow. Do we give like a backstory on the poem or? Okay. Well,
If you like.
okay. This poem is called Seeds, and it's somewhat brief, but I think I did a good job. I wrote it while I was on the toilet. Breathing but dormant, motionless. Okay. Me being on the toilet doesn't have to do with the poem itself. I'm just gonna say, it's just the free time that I had. Okay. Breathing but dormant, motionless but moving. We were sowing the seeds of our own generation into something bizarre, far from tranquil. Broken hearts and lost minds from times before us, still impacting, still hurting, and still suffering. Still here because they never left. They could never find the route to escape. They look for the garden of peace, unaware that the seeds have sprouted in an opposite direction.
Well, you gotta pick someone. Oh. What? What?
Chicken butt.
Damn it. Okay. Should I look at this way? No. Stared deep into the camera. I am Kalen Forsyth Elder. Okay, sounded wrong. Okay, I've had a couple opportunities to read this poem, but I don't think I've really read it for anybody. And I did spend a while working on it, so. We may think we are alone. We may find an isolation in our selfish observation. It may make us more unknown to live in one perspective that causes so much caution. But if you let your brick wall soften and let your heart to hear all the things that you neglected, then you can fight your one-eyed fear and see through eyes collective. My name is Lex, and my poem, I've never read it before. Kind of pretentious, might be asked. It's called Hollow Flame. Um, Love, they say, is the sun reborn. Bro, why is my writing so low? Sorry. Love, they say, is the sun reborn. A, a fevered light in the marrow's core. But I have walked through fire's disguise and found it hollow at its rise. They carve it into lullabies, into the sigh between soft lies. But I have seen its gilded chains, how sweet it hums, and yet it drains. It comes in glances, dusk and bloom, a flicker in an empty room. It drips like honey, slow and cruel, to dull the edge, to make you fool. I've tasted roses laced with ash, felt thunder in a lover's laugh, but nothing stayed, no voice, no name, just smoke that danced, then died in flame. No warmth, no ache, just cold pretends, a means to blur what never mends. It dresses wounds in silk and art, but never mends the breaking heart. Let others chase the ghosts in skin, and call it love, and call it sin. I see a spell disguised to blind, to steal the quiet from the mind. Distraction dressed in sacred dress, a storm that leaves the soul with less. So I remain untouched, aware, not loveless, but beyond its snare. For what is love if not a chain, a crown of thorns disguised as flame? I seek not fire, but the sky, unclaimed, unwound, and gloriously dry.
You're supposed to what? Just say your name.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Say your name, say the name of the poem. Talk about the class. Whatever you want.
What? All right. I'm Drake. You guys know that. Maybe it'd be like when your dad carried you out of the car after falling asleep on the drive home. You're just that little bit of awake and you're okay with it. Maybe it'd be like trying to go to bed on Christmas that one year, surrounded by your siblings and cousins, all drifting off with a smile while overhearing your parents in the other room. I hope I can hear the laughter from the next room over. All my favorite songs and friends, my memories, they laugh with me. They dance and hug me. I'll tell you about my day or my life if you need to hear it. You can carry me away then.
A lot of you guys might have already seen this because I posted this one on my TikTok. So, no one is who they are to anyone else, even the people they're the closest to. The picture you have in your mind when you think of a person is never who they fully are. There is always a voice that's for them and them only. Everyone has a different experience. It could even be the same party, the same day, the same dinner, the same experience, yet so different for every person. You never know what a person is. You never know a person fully. There's always something that you don't know, and that's okay. It's beautiful, actually. The only person you get to know fully in this lifetime is yourself. So make sure you at least get to know her.
Okay, I've definitely read this one before. But that's okay. Oh, I look bad. I'm not gonna look at myself. I'm Harvey.
Don't talk bad about my friend.
My bad. Sorry, gang. Okay. I can feel my youth fading from my body. My flesh is revolting itself. I ponder onto thoughts of the pond in long grass and baths and slammed doors. Adulthood is flooding my senses. I can feel it creeping in all around me, approaching in a predatory way. on all floors, nose to the earth's floor, trying to smell out my fear. So I put on a happy face. While youth floats away like a ship leaving harbor to darker waters, this predator sleeps closer. I dream of summer days with a baby on my hip and a house that I've raised on my own. That adulthood would loom would loom like a fireplace mantle, filled with rocks collected on gravel roads and birthday cards and unread junk mail. Instead, it looms like death growing closer. The more my body matures, the more I realize it's only readying itself for life's longest nap, on grave dirt or in some jar somewhere hanging on a family mantle with everybody else's plus the dog's. Where adulthood used to be the dream that rests bills. Oh my God. Where adulthood used to be the dream rests bills and raised mortgage rates. I thought I'd fall in love with the one, beat the odds, maybe have fun. But the truth is, adults don't have the one. They have fights over cars and not picking up the right butter from the grocery store. Life isn't filled with happy endings. No rom-com romantic. Instead, mediocrity and settling for all right. Crying over the state of the world and if we're being bombed by someone or not. A never-ending want to replace lost innocence and wish to be a kid in the same way we dreamt of adulthood tucked tightly in our beds. Everyone wants what they can't have, and everything is out of reach when you're sitting down. Best to give up. Don't have dominance for a happy life. Just settle for a submissive, safe, unhappy one. Nobody searches for success anymore, and they blame it on the impending doom that one day, far away, none of it matters when the world ends. I won't marry rich, or the boy I fell in love with at 14, talking about our similarities. I won't ever be a fairy or dream. Instead, I'll settle for less than the best and share beers with bad friends. I'll drink and drive at least once in my life and get mixed up with the wrong crowd. I'll yell at my lover for some unfixable issue in myself, knowing they don't deserve it. I'll cry for no reason and every reason all at once. Youth is slipping through calloused fingertips, trickling like water through my palms. Life gets duller as you age, not as full of love, not as full of life. I won't settle for mediocre sex that leaves me feeling empty. I'm almost ambitious that maybe I can be happy as a grown-up if I keep my youth on a glass on my nightstand and never quit rebelling. Then maybe I'll fall in love with myself and break the cycle of undoubtedly the worst parts of life. All the fights and the cries and the worry and the wait. I hope I never lose the feeling of lusting for a life like so many adults do.
You should make a phone book. I would buy it.
Yeah, good job, Mark. Pick someone. If you want to be picked, raise your hand. Let's bring up Lucy. Keep going.
I don't have to look at the camera because I. Okay. This one is I've read this before. You guys know this poem, but this is the poem that I wrote that has like people's lines in it. You know. Anyways, I thought it was kind of cool. I have nothing left to say. The words are all an endless loop, a waterfall of lessons. Let them all be repeated, never forgotten. Feel them sink through. See a yellow flower as a yellow flower, not lesser than a rose. Dive into deeper waters than others, see how it goes. The mound of my mistakes rests heavy in my head, and everything is out of reach when you're sitting down, powered by the lack of wanting to change it. Dear blank, I like you. I know you don't really know me, but I know you. We sit on the couch smoking endless and endless amounts of weed. I told you we do this when people come over. You told me time flies when you stay sober and just 2 hits and it's all over. And over, I bled my knuckles raw, pounding on destiny's door, opening it to the green-eyed monster, because you will give everything without realizing, just for someone you don't know to accept you. Then you will say endless lies about how it was worth it and it didn't affect you. Then they will tell you to be funny and make them laugh and cry and like you, but not too much. and it hurts, and you find yourself in wiggly waters, and the sun sets and the stars begin to appear, and we understand that life's a tapestry of shared experiences. But why does the message make sense but is still not quite clear?
I want to comment on that poem that I think it's really both. It's a great poem and it's such a great testament to the fact that you paid attention to people's poems and people's lines and it affected you and you took things that people in this class gave and they brought it into your heart. And I just want to thank you for doing that. Thank you. Pick someone, Lucy Becker.
Max, do you have a phone?
Not yet.
Okay, fine. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, but I'm scared.
Scared's okay. That's where courage comes from.
I don't know. I'll bet you be on camera, but
If you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to.
I kind of still want to read it. You
Yeah,
can
you can
stand
still
right
read
out
it.
to the side of the camera so you can get your voice tonight.
If you want, I can tell you what I'll do. Come on.
Olivia, long time.
Oh, I'm cooked, guys. Can I just like, I don't know.
You got it.
Do I?
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Give me some
Um,
courage, y'all.
I'm gonna pretend you all are like asleep or something.
Okay. Go team.
Okay. And then I cry wolf, yet each time there is no falsehood. I am being mauled. The fabrications are the saviors I bleat for. Or maybe the wolf is my savior. The danger is the one behind the barrel. Seek safety in the snapping jaws of beasts because even they are kinder than the hands meant for it. Or maybe I seek comfort in the idea that those snapping jaws bite and tear, perhaps to protect me. Maybe that the big bad villain is soft only for me. Perhaps there was a time where I begged for your redemption, pleaded to every little plastic star glowing above me as the dogs fight in the next room over. May the music see me when they refuse. But not now, not now when every moment I merely hear your voice, it sparks hatred unparalleled. A violent rage I did not think myself capable. A rage that goes outside of my line work and enters the bleak white surrounding it. A wind howls within my soul, as quick and violent as an ocean storm, chanting, "Love me, love me, love me." Though we both know the thought of his love turns your stomach. Cries for redemption, now twisted into growls for damnation. You chant it, though they never truly answer. You just pretend that they did. You only pretend that they hold you. You only pretend that their lifeless arms hold any semblance of warmth, instead of the feeling of your energy being sapped away each time he tries to pull you into his. You only pretend that they can save you. You only pretend they exist. I don't know if I can go on. It's long. Okay. You'll continue to fill your heart with words unspoken thousands of times until you feel complete, until you feel normal, but you won't. Not even when they say the words you long for so desperately. In their mouth, hollow, a means to an end. What can I say to stop this tantrum? What can I say to make myself feel better about your situation? What can I say so it's not my problem anymore? So I'm not your problem anymore. Words of affection now bring me only dejection. Why haven't you spoken these words sooner? Why only now? Why only when I don't want to hear it? Why not when I cried without them? Admire yourself. Admire yourself in every reflective surface you pass by. I am your disappointment, forever lost in expectations misplaced. You say I have changed, that we used to be best friends. Truthfully, I am almost as I've always been. The only difference is that you can't admire yourself through me anymore. You don't want me, you want your reverberation. And as soon as I stop being your reflection, I've become undesirable. Should I keep going? Is my time up? Okay. I'm just the impossible teenager with elusive interests, constantly shifting, a labyrinth. I've only ever liked the same things. You never bothered to learn.
How many tears will I cry in silence because of the agony of being told someone else out there is hurting more? I do not deserve these tears. I do not deserve to suffer. Begged for months, bleeding out in front of you for help. I begged you and you put me off. Told me you kept forgetting. I wish you could understand the pain in my heart each time you told me that. I am not important enough to remember. I am not a priority. It's easier to ignore me. Maybe because calling for help would be admitting that I was actually hurt. Or maybe because you didn't want to acknowledge that some of my wounds are from your own hands. I hate you. I hate that I hate you. That I can't feel any affection in your arms. I despise you at your core. Everything you live for and by is twisted. Push the one with glass ribs. My body is not right to you. Tell me to starve so I am correct. I would lie if I said your words held no flame. Though words hold no consequence to the alki, egotist must remember for it to be true, for his mind is gospel. Yelling above me as I blow out the candles, my wishes for peace. Cover your ears to my agonized screaming, for what you ignore does not exist. I question how much easier it would be to simply surrender this war. Child forced to be one-man army. Only comrades like to switch sides. Only on my side when you are not involved. That's it.
It was really good. I liked it.
You did a good job.
Who's next, class? Who's next?
Who wants to go next? Rose.
Why do you keep throwing your
Rose, you gotta go next. I know.
Why do you pick me?
Oh God. Oh great, now I lost my thought. Now
I think I read this before in the beginning of the year. It's called, well, my name is Rose.
Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose.
This poem called In Love. I fell in love with you for the moment that I saw you for the first time. You are like the stars in the sky. Every morning that I wake up, you are the sun hitting on my face. At night, you are the cold night. You are in the wind. You are the pillow in the owls. Sometimes you're beautiful. I love you.
Take someone, Rose. Alright.
Come on. Just read a different poem.
Everybody, welcome up Elizabeth. You got it, Elizabeth. You got it.
I believe in you.
I'm really excited to
Follow
learn.
us by fascinating to hear this poem.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know if you consider me a friend, but I hope you do. I consider you one. We don't really talk a lot, that's for sure. I usually see you wearing headphones. I wonder what's playing in your ear. Pop, rap, country, or anything else. Me personally, it's rap. We may or may not have the same music taste, but like I said, I consider you a friend. I don't know if basketball is your favorite sport, but whenever I see other people play it, I think of you sometimes because you sometimes play it at school. People say you're a great person, and you seem like a great person. Maybe I should try talking to you more often. Maybe not.
Good job, Elizabeth.
Take someone.
That vulnerability is exactly what Poetic Voices is about, you guys. Pick somebody.
Hey, Rainbow, can you throw one?
Sure. Come on, Max.
That was almost terrible.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold it. Back here. Now it's behind you. Behind you. You're getting there. Yeah, you're getting all of there. You're good. All right, we got a poet.
I'm just doing a short one. The short one I already read. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got this. You see what Elizabeth just did? That was bravery. That encouraged you.
That's fair.
All right, we got a poet.
I'm
Attention.
Max, and I already read this one at the beginning of the school year. It's just a small joke one. Little squish. I had a spider named Dave. Dave got squished. Bye, Dave.
Pick somebody next.
This is a haiku. Sparks from absent tears, fierce and sharp and volatile, I want to be held.
Hey, attention goes to the poets. Pick a poet.
Can Lucy go again?
Pick, who hasn't gone yet? Raise your hand. Zacharia.
All right, my name's Zach.
Hi, Zach.
What's up, guys? All the adventures and blurry nights we've shared. Don't forget all the questionable choices we've dared. From mushroom wisdom to trails unknown, the best damn stories we've ever sown.
Nope.
Ava! Are you sure? You guys know this already.
I know that you have a poem somewhere that you've written.
I swear to God.
Okay, how about this? If you don't have a poem and you want to read a poem, you can get up and say what your experience of poetic voices in this class was. Yep. Yep. Give us a little love letter to all the students in your class.
Wait, what?
Just-
I didn't prepare for this. This is gonna take a sec. I don't know what to say.
No, you're good.
My experience was good. Like your guys' poems, put a lot of effort into it. Yeah, I mean,
Worst Yelp review ever.
yes. I don't know
All
what
right,
to
you
say.
stand up there. Ava, it's been a pleasure having you in class these last 2 semesters. I know that you try to hide sometimes, but I can see that you're interested in what's happening. And I really appreciate the work that you put into getting the history of Allen Ginsberg, which I'm hoping that you're going to read that for us.
I was gonna, and then I never forgot. I mean, I never.
No, but we're at the camping trip. I want you
Oh,
to
at the
introduce-
camping trip?
Introduce the Queen of Howl on the camping trip and tell people who Allen Ginsberg was.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
So pick somebody. Everybody do that for it.
Alyssa.
Yeah, after somebody else.
Sorry, I gotta fix my hair. Hi, my name's Alyssa B. Peterson, and my poem is about war. Wow. Okay. This is what they call peace. They didn't all come at once, just one truck, then another.
No sirens, no shouts, only the sound of boots pressing down on what was ours. This is what they call peace. The gates stayed open, not out of welcome, not because we had nothing, but because we had nothing left to lock. No walls, no weapons, only indents in your skin that last a lifetime. This is what they call peace. They drag what's scarred into the open, they strip it, they strip you, they name it order, they name it justice, they name it theirs now. This is what they call peace. They rape my women, they kill my men, they write it down as the price of survival. This is what they call peace. We have nothing left to say because to speak is to die twice. This is what you call peace.
So a few people are trying to hide still.
You can read it.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that. You want to hand it to me? Come on, over here. Come on, come on. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. I can't read it. Can you read that first line for me? No. Okay, I'm trying.
Can you read the rest of Lauren's?
All right, Emily. I'm going to share Emily's poem.
Yeah.
So give it up for Emily. Can you hear me? When did this bruise start? Why can't it heal? Why is it so hard to understand how I feel? You've cast the blame and you put it all on me. Will only accept my shame, no room to disagree. Can you hear me? Can you understand the words that I've just said? Can you still hear me between the thoughts in your head? Despicable things you've told have nested in my brain. Your truth was harsh and could nearly drive me insane. Why did you have no compassion? Why do you fight me so hard? Do I really deserve this aggression? Do I need to be torn apart? Can you hear me? Can you even notice my heart was shred? Can you not hear me between the thoughts in your head? It's difficult to be around you. Your silence chills the air. I can't agree. Your truth is true. It doesn't mean I don't care. Once we were so very close. Where did it all go wrong? It feels like some hoax, or were we never that strong? Can you hear me? Can you not see that I have bled? Can you please hear me between the thoughts in your head? Yeah. It looks like we've got two more people.
I need to go because I have to leave soon.
Okay, come on up.
Oh man. I'm Athena. I wrote this today. I write for the common man. Poems that don't make you read them 3 times to get the underlying meaning behind clever rhymes. I wish I didn't, but the moment I come to face with the blank paper, all the concepts I thought of in a silent bathroom suddenly leap away, like a frightened deer. Those ones are my favorite, the ones that stay for a mere second, just long enough for me to fall in love with the mantra of words racing too fast for me to write down. And even when I try to recall them, I overthink to the point it's all just sounds stupid and cliche. But hey, even the common man needs poetry.
Well, Athena, it's been awesome having you in class. Well, we have 2 more class members that are here, but they don't feel like coming up, but let's give it up for them as well. Celia has been a part of the class, and Zoe. So thank you guys for being a part of the class, and thank each of you all. This is my first year teaching, and it was, wow, that was really sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Is it your first year reading? Huh? No, it's been a real pleasure to have each of you in the class. I feel like, what? No, no, that didn't happen. No. But this right here is the culmination of each of you and a couple people that aren't here today. So I'm really excited to share this. So I'm going to start off just by reading the introduction that I wrote. And then I think what we should do is just, if you want to read, stick your hand up, read about half of the page, and then pass it to the person who's got their hand up. So if you want to be a person who reads from Hal, stand there in front of the table while the person's reading so they can seamlessly hand it off to you. So there's always somebody on deck. Does that make sense? Huh?
It makes sense.
Okay. Okay. So we don't have to all line up right now. You can get up, you know. Oh, this is a line. Okay. Okay. So there you go. All right. So this is the introduction that I've got so far for the book. It's called Howl for KCA. The first time I read Allen Ginsberg, charging into the worldview of a young and open mind, I was lit on fire. His fierce honesty, humorous vulnerability, and mostly his curious breaking of taboo sent my teenage poetry into a new universe of truth-seeking, unapologetic questioning, and no doubt shocking expression. This was good. This is the type of initiation ceremony we as a culture have lost. To be thrown into a wilderness with only your zest for life to save you. Really, is there anything else more ubiquitous in a high schooler's experience than radical zeal for raw truth? Fast forward 30 years, and here I am handing this sacred, sacrilege tome to one of the most impressive groups of truthivores I have encountered. It's you guys. These young poets are exactly what they need to be in this moment in our collective history. Alive, bold, timid, cocky, stubborn, and burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo in the machinery of life. Upon his first public reading of his own Howl, Ginsberg famously received a telegram from Lawrence Ferlinghetti, famous poet, painter, anarchist, and book publisher, that drew its inspiration from two famous poets of another time, Emerson and Whitman. I greet you at the beginning of a great career. When do I get the manuscript? So I say now, in this lineage of thieves, I greet you at the end of a great sleep. Thank you for this manifesto. Michael Franklin, Poetic Voices, Spring 2025. This is Howl.
I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by self-hatred, imprisoned by image, sexualized, addicted, starving for love, passion, acceptance, belonging, understanding, greatness, likeness, change, peace, a chance, a will to live, self-improvement, attention, devotion, nothing. That ancestral connection in the bloodline to the cosmic wind in our corporal sail, who wear the mask of one more friend, who wants so many things yet does nothing.
What the hell is that? Oh. Who ate human flesh in an attempt to understand true love and romantic suffering, who has too many thoughts and no words to say, who chose comfort over effort and regrets it forever, who gave themselves and it was not returned, who is scared that these rainy days are as bright as it will get, who tried to be unique by being anyone but themselves, who turns their world for a smell, who burns their world for a smell of smoke to feel something, who is the one who scars their own skin just to show their pain, who are left voiceless in tears, unable to speak at their own generation's funeral, who smoked weed in bathrooms, and never saw the day again, who blew it out the window.
Who descended park toilets, questing discarded drugs and legend and could not fit. Who sit at the table but still goes unnoticed. Who is past the boulder, pushing back regret and can't. Who end up dead in fields with no news of victory. who shot your men and raped your women, calling it the cost of survival, who say sorry, wanting forgiveness, but the damage is too deep for stitches, who hurts that hurt to be heard, who snorted pixie sticks in pillow forts, sitting in nature 5 measly minutes, too fat for the Navy.
Who stands on soapboxes, preaching crazy, bearing their mind in the masses, who said worry through knew enough, who gave every piece of herself, and in return it was enough to just watch them succeed.
Who gasp the creative and rhyming to stop the breath before words, who sit on the sides of dormant bricks, frozen in a silent frenzy, freakishly feeding from false feeling of placement soon to wither, who has taught 2 young girls into ladies by themselves, who screams and shouts but is never heard, who never cried, who never paid the consequences, who spoke before they heard and spoke again, confused.
Who sings Song of Solomon, sonorous, sexy in showers, steamy, oblivious and happy, who stares at wiggly waters, thinking about yesterday and tomorrow, who found themselves unable to bury the hatchet, the shovel burning hot in their hand, who blast metal to drown out the machine, who even through the sunset's pink and purple nails pinching the crest of horizon, run from Sundays, who has been thrown into the ice bath's water, getting colder, breath getting shorter for a test that does not define your future, who showed up wounded and worried and wanting to be wanted, and found, instead, their deeper connection to the wellspring of their creative love and wonder.
What sphinx of plastic, petroleum wires and circuit boards, oil and blood, bullets and bodies and broken childhood dreams, numbs our empathy, shampooing our soul and conditioning our thoughts, rinsing out creativity, washing out our passion, and repeating history. Moloch, the human beast that ate the world and make us crazy and sick, then call us bad, put us on meds that we need for the rest of our lives just to make their pockets fuller and their control stronger. Moloch, the reversible speakers between concrete brutalist skies and dumpsters of gold and platinum and silver and copper. What lives where CEOs come and you and I ate.
Drake. Okay. Moloch, the nuclear-powered silicon minds of the machines meant to lead us to metamorphosis or nothing but meat. Moloch, tiny children watch their very own god beat and beat and beat very earth in which they were created. Moloch, the murderous crown. Moloch, who takes what is not his. Moloch, the ravenous beast precision smith steam powered Moloch. Moloch the progress towards Moloch the pondering politician paid off for murder. Moloch the performative ally, a Nazi lapdog. Moloch or white knight unrequested savior. Moloch the soldier knowing and not murdering the doctor because good boys lick boots so hard their tongues can no longer speak the name which we call Moloch. Moloch!
Moloch. Hatred, insecurities, and lies, the manipulating malicious monsters and the disease making madness in the world, the never-ending sickness-causing lives to end, the thumbs that control the guns. Moloch. Streets turn to rivers of lifeless bodies. Moloch. Addiction to Moloch. Dying for Moloch. And of Moloch. Lace joints, cheap, fruity fentanyl, vape, coke, GXE, GMO, Sweetland, corned pop, mixed drinks, alcohol, 40s and apple teenies, drinks, pure blue perk 30s, cell phones, hard drives, and softcore porn, Xanax and love, LSD, Lilizan and Gucci gang mentality, lean achievements and attention, death Instagram reels, Moloch for the gram.
Moloch, baggie of coke tucked under drums with buses and cusses, no claim, sold out and chased. Moloch. Moloch turns brothers to criminals and lies, a face broken, uncanny, yet cops will be blamed, time will forgive but never forget. Moloch, you scum, you dirt under our shoes, you destroy our future for your rich ass pleasures, you dirty our skies, you take our children, you kill our boys, violate our girls and hide remains in woods. You raise gas prices and grocery prices and rent prices and the cost of peace to watch us squirm like ants, you scum, you fucking bastard. Moloch. The fear that separates people from the people that and binds them to issue and mistake and mistrust and misunderstanding and misdirect anger that is fear, building fear like cancer and shaming you for it.
Moloch. The unhinged, locked mind, locked body, locked soul, locked life of solitary confinement, searching for something to take. Moloch. The rumors running through our halls, they pass around us like a bad case of lice sticking to the top of your head, clinging onto insecure, immature, individual minds, feeding off the thrill of it. Moloch. Whose mind doesn't understand when they are wrong. Moloch. Strikes at his lover with a closed fist, his other half bloody and bruised. Moloch. Blames it on the drugs, the root of all evil. Moloch. Of tragedy. Moloch. Of brutality. Moloch. Of blood and bruises and bones.
Oh, Kaylin. Where? Right here. Oh, okay. Moloch. Bitches who burned women, not witches, a way to make all women feel small. Moloch. The right Moloch. The left Moloch. All our blind, deaf rage, clouded stupidity. Moloch. The greedy hand of government suffocating us and our bodies, controlling us and what we do, putrid, breathing down our backs 24/7, making sure we do what they need.
Moloch. The pain dragging, pain causing, painful society selling us painkillers. Moloch. The suckers that suck and wait and wait and wait till the sun sets. Moloch. 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 Tua.
Allen Ginsberg, I am with you in the rockland where you are deader than I am. I am with you where seats are burned and born again. I'm with you on the ledge. I'm with you where you jumped. I'm with you in the water. I am with you in your lungs. I am with you when it burns. You and I am with you. When it all stops.
I am with you in an ocean of black quartz which took years to breathe in our lungs. I am with you in Rockland where you sit by yourself and hit your knees so hard, so hard, so hard. I am with you in growing when you grapple with the standard of subtle hatred in the name of brotherhood love.
I'm with you in middle school, alone and afraid, misunderstanding and misunderstood, and angry like we caused all each other's pain. I am with you from way before you began reading books, but you still had them to hide things in. I used to do that too. I am with you in the hospital where they stripped you of your belt, your laces, and your drawstrings. I am with you when your hands are cold, but still you won't go home. I am with you in the darkness, not wanting to walk towards the light, crawling for survival and to write until you feel all right. I am with you in Rockland, where you purge your life force until your body hates you more than you hate it. I am with you in the mirror, where you watch the bare naked girl with this strange.
I'm with you in the mirror where you see the bare oh, you just see that one. With the bare sorry, can I restart that? I'm with you in the mirror where you see the bare naked girl with a strange man in her bed, and it was yourself getting money in exchange for your body. I'm with you, child. I know you are lonely without me, but I'm with you. I'm with you in the bottles and half finished beers, finding yourself six shots too deep on a random Tuesday. I'm with you throwing up in school bathrooms, putting the vodka in your water bottle and drinking it in like your last breath of air. I'm with you chugging and chugging and chugging just to get through this day. I'm with you where you stole your parents' beer just to feel something.
I am with you during these times but everything is going wrong. I am with you while you think it's all your fault because of all these who judge you. I am with you while you stay up all night wondering why you're still here. I am with you where the lights now fade, finally forced to wet and dial the wick.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Even as you are not with yourself, lost in the storm of your own making, chasing in the storm of your own making, a truth buried beneath the lies you keep whispering to no one but yourself. I'm with you on the floor where there's nowhere to go but up. I'm with you surrounded by fear for the beginning of the end is near. Technology is too powerful for the hands of mankind and anxiety riddled bodies. I'm with you in Gaza where your child lies splayed on streets no longer recognized as your own son.
I'm with you when every time you brush it off your shoulder, it builds up in a basket behind you. I'm with you where running away is so much easier than staying still. But running forward is the hardest. I'm with you through the hard times and the good times. In the past life where I was with you, when your soul gone to heaven, I am with you still, since you left me here, alone with my thoughts. But it burns my heart and it burns my hand so much that I have to let go of your hands and say goodbye to my past life.
I am with you in the depths of your mountain of dirty clothes. I'm with you when we realize that it is not about being fully understood, but about the moments we share, the conversations that flow, and the beauty we witness together. I'm with you in the bathroom mirror. You don't look into when your face is a mask you forget how to peel off. I am with you in the echo when no one texts back, in that place after noise before silence.
I'm with you where we finally made it to the point that once felt so far out of reach. I am with you where we are all human and there is no villain. I am with you. I am with you, shoes in hand, leaving the only home you've known. This is your beginning, not your end. I am with you for your ups and downs, your pain and successes, your sorrows and joys.
I am with you when you fall, kick, bite, and hit yourself out of anger and anguish without any understanding, like a child's drawing. Scribble out of line art that is your body, tearing paper, tearing skin. I am with you, Allen Ginsberg, in that pitiful place from which you wrote. I now write my words in the beauty of your skull.
We haven't done the holes yet. No,
I told you.
no, not the weekend. We're going to do it live at the campout.
Oh, I mixed that up. I thought we were doing holies.
All right, everyone. How did that feel to hear your words come together in that way? That's why I'm gonna, and I'm switching typewriters so the font is more clear.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of that. What I care about is how did it feel to hear your words? Hold on. Collectivize. What's cooler than being cool? All right. We're going to lock in together. Let's do one person at a time.
I don't know if anybody else had this experience, but at any time I heard somebody else say the line that I wrote, it like viscerally upset me because I wanted to read it a very specific way, and then nobody read it the way that I wanted it to be read, and then I was just sitting there like, it's fine, this is a collective piece. You can't be a control addict over everything.
Yeah, it can be hard to let go a little bit of how you wrote something to hear how somebody else
Takes it.
Yeah, but that's one of the big things about being a poet is once you write the poem and you put it out, it's a gift that you give unconditionally, and people are going to take it how they want to take it, and they're going to take it how they need to take it, and they're going to read it how they need to read it, and that's why we do what we do. We're meeting needs.
When someone read my line, I was like, yeah, it's their line now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it is a collective piece, you know? And, nothing's a big deal if you think about it hardly.
It's not a big deal. I just have extreme OCD and it makes everything crazy.
I kind of feel what Harvey felt, but at the same time, I feel Malin felt is like, okay, yeah, now it's the
And I have the hiccups.
I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like, okay, yeah, I wanted to read my line, but hearing how someone else read it, that just kind of opens it up.
Yeah, and it can be both at the same time. What did Walt Whitman say? Do I contradict myself? Very well, I contradict myself. Somebody, I am.
Right?
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. I am large. I contain multitudes.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I forgot about that.
I think the beauty of poems is that people can interpret your own poems differently in a way that speaks to them most.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. What do you think Allen Ginsberg thinks about roaming those cosmic starry dynamos listening to this group of students take what he gave and then made it their own.
hates us.
Yeah, fucking copycats. What the hell? Copying off my goddamn book.
70 years and you can't come up with something new.
We're really running out of ideas, aren't we?
He's gonna be like, history really repeats itself.
Is that guy an accredited teacher?
No, only
No.
my students on campus. I'm gonna haunt you all.
I think he has haunted us all. I think that's what Howl is. Howl is that spooky haunting of our consciousness. Any more thoughts to share about any more any more things to share with the group?
Are we gonna read it in the camp out?
And we'll all have copies of it.
Who's gonna read it
I
at
hope.
camp out?
Everyone.
Everyone.
We're all gonna read it online, and then we're gonna freestyle. Holy dome.
Holy bitches and hoes.
Okay, are we
Will we all
done?
have to read it?
No,
Yes,
no, not everybody's gonna, just like today, not everybody's gonna have to read it.
Alright.
Hopefully I will have the ability to get copies of it finished and made, but we'll see.
Gucci?
All right, everybody, give your hands.
Get that.
Good job, hold your voices.
Yeah, like, come on. Make it better.
Holy moly! What would you like us to do with